Have you ever pondered the vast, unforgiving nature of our skies? Imagine planes, marvels of human achievement, simply vanishing without a trace. Today, we're diving into the enigmatic world of aviation to uncover the stories of the top 10 mysterious missing flights. From pioneering aviators to modern-day jumbos, these disappearances have puzzled experts and laymen alike. What really happened to these flights? Stick around as we unravel these aerial mysteries, and if you're intrigued by the tales of the unexplained, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more content that takes you beyond the ordinary. Number 10. Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571. On October 13, 1972, a Fairchild FH-227D aircraft operated by the Uruguayan Air Force and chartered by a rugby team embarked on a fateful journey from Montevideo, Uruguay to Santiago, Chile. Tragically, the plane crashed in the remote Andes Mountains due to severe weather and navigational errors. The 45 passengers and crew aboard faced extreme conditions, including freezing temperatures, altitude sickness, and a lack of food and water. Miraculously, after 72 days of enduring the harshest conditions imaginable, 16 survivors were rescued. Their survival attributed to the extraordinary measures, including rationing food, finding a way to melt snow for water, and making the agonizing decision to resort to cannibalism, is a testament to human determination and the will to live. Number 9. Flight 19 and the Bermuda Triangle. On December 5, 1945, Flight 19, comprising 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, disappeared while on a routine training mission from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Led by experienced pilot Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the mission involved navigating over the notorious Bermuda Triangle, an area rumored to be fraught with mysterious disappearances. After reporting compass malfunctions and disorientation, the squadron vanished without a trace, sparking one of the most perplexing mysteries in aviation history. A PBM Mariner flying boat sent on a search and rescue mission for Flight 19 also disappeared, adding to the enigma. Despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage or survivors were found. Number 8. Glenn Miller's plane. On December 15, 1944, during the height of World War II, Glenn Miller, a celebrated American big band leader, disappeared over the English Channel while flying from England to Paris aboard a single-engine UC-64 Norseman aircraft. Miller, who was scheduled to perform for troops stationed in France, vanished in poor weather conditions, leading to widespread speculation and intrigue. Despite numerous theories regarding his disappearance, including being downed by enemy fire, sabotage, and even collision with a returning Allied bomber jettisoning unused bombs, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. Number 7. Douglas DC-3 941-842. On December 28, 1951, a Douglas DC-3 aircraft bearing the registration N41842 embarked on a routine flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Miami, Florida. With 52 passengers and crew aboard, the aircraft mysteriously vanished over the Atlantic Ocean. Despite an exhaustive search operation that spanned several days and covered thousands of square miles, no debris or evidence of the aircraft's fate was discovered. The disappearance of N41842 is one of the early aviation mysteries, highlighting the challenges of overwater navigation and search and rescue operations in the mid-20th century. The incident left families and the aviation community with many unanswered questions, contributing to the ongoing dialogue on improving aviation safety and the importance of reliable communication and navigation systems in preventing such tragedies. Number 6. Egypt Air Flight 990. On October 31, 1999, Egypt Air Flight 990, a Boeing 767, plunged into the Atlantic Ocean approximately 60 miles south of Nantucket Island, Massachusetts. The flight, en route from New York City to Cairo, had 217 individuals on board. What distinguishes this incident is the intense investigation that followed, involving both the Egyptian Civil Aviation Agency and the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB. The NTSB's report suggested a deliberate action by the co-pilot as the probable cause, whereas Egyptian authorities contested this conclusion, attributing the crash to a mechanical failure. this divergence in findings fueled controversy and debate within the international aviation community. The tragedy underscored the complexities of cross-jurisdictional aviation investigations and the need for cohesive international standards in aviation safety practices and investigative procedures. Number 5. Air France Flight 447. On June 1, 2009, Air France Flight 447 from Rio de Janeiro to Paris crashed into the Atlantic Ocean, claiming the lives of all 228 passengers and crew aboard. The Airbus A330 encountered severe thunderstorms and suffered critical failures due to ice crystals blocking the aircraft's pilot tubes, which are crucial for airspeed measurements. This led to autopilot disconnection and a series of incorrect pilot responses, culminating in a catastrophic stall from which recovery was not possible. The extensive search operation that followed became one of the most significant in aviation history, eventually locating the wreckage nearly 2 years later at depths of over 4,000 meters. Number 4. Flying Tiger Line Flight 739. On March 16, 1972, Flying Tiger Line Flight 739, a Lockheed L-1049 Super Constellation, set off on a covert military charter mission from Travis Air Force Base in California to Saigon, Vietnam, with refueling stops planned in Guam, the Philippines, and Okinawa. The aircraft, carrying 93 military personnel and 11 civilian crew members, disappeared without a trace over the western Pacific Ocean. Despite one of the largest search and rescue operations at the time, covering an area of nearly 200,000 square miles, no wreckage, debris, or evidence of the aircraft's fate was found. The lack of distress signals and the absence of any found wreckage have fueled speculations and theories ranging from onboard explosion to a possible shoot-down or a covert operation gone awry. Number 3. Stardust. The British South American Airways' Afro-Lancastrian, known as Stardust, disappeared on August 2, 1947 while flying from Buenos Aires, Argentina to Santiago, Chile. The aircraft, carrying 6 passengers and 5 crew members, sent a final enigmatic Morse code message to deck moments before its scheduled landing. The message's meaning has never been deciphered, and its transmission added a layer of mystery to the disappearance. It wasn't until 1998, over 50 years later, that climbers discovered the wreckage on Mount Tupungato in the Andes. Investigations concluded that the plane had crashed into the mountain, likely due to a navigational error compounded by severe weather conditions. Number 2. Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart, the pioneering female aviator, embarked on an ambitious round-the-clock flight in 1937 with her navigator Fred Noonan. Their twin-engine Lockheed Electra took off from Miami, aiming to circumnavigate the globe along the equator. However, after completing nearly 2/3 of their journey, Earhart and Noonan disappeared on July 2, 1937, while attempting to locate Howland Island in the Pacific Ocean. Despite an unprecedented search effort by the United States Navy and Coastal Guard, costing over $4 million and covering tens of thousands of square miles, no trace of Earhart, Noonan, or their aircraft was found. Number 1. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, a Boeing 777-200ER, disappeared while en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing with 239 people aboard. The aircraft lost contact from air traffic control less than an hour after takeoff, deviating from its planned route and vanishing over the southern Indian Ocean. An international search operation, one of the most extensive and expensive in aviation history, was launched, covering an area of nearly 120,000 square kilometers and costing over $150 million. Despite these efforts, only scattered pieces of debris have been found on the shores of the Indian Ocean, offering few clues to MH370's final moments. These stories, as unsettling as they are fascinating, remind us of the vast unknowns still present in our modern world. Thank you all for joining us on this journey through the annals of aviation's most enduring mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the unknown.